Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
Two deputy sheriffs who, shall we say, participated in or implemented a lynching of another uncle.
Wow. Wow, y'all heard that, right?
That said that if that Hunter Biden laptop story
have any arguments against that right now. And I want to see how it goes. We about to check this joint out together. Y'all feel free to sit back, relax. We're going to have a good time while we check this out. And I am looking forward to it because both of these guys are juggernauts. You know what I mean? So let's see what they got going on. And hopefully, Jesse Lee Peterson is not being too nice to Judge Joe Brown in this interview, because I want to see it go down, man. I want to see it actually go down, bro. I want to see them have a great conversation. I wanted to be productive, but I also wanted to be truthful, regardless of whatever happens from this. I want them to really go all in. All right, so let's go and get to it. Let's do it. Two black men, bald men, having a conversation about this country. Let's go.
You talking about the case and you talking about me.
You hit him.
But I ain't the one walking around with a dress on, you feel me? So, I mean...
dress.
Going there?
Really, bro?
Well, okay. Let's take what you got on. First time I saw that, you've been listening to your 14-year-old aunt talk about she wants bling. What's the man need jewelry for?
What's on your finger? What's on your finger?
Well, look, my man.
Yeah.
That is a wedding ring. It means I have a wife.
But
it means...
I know.
I don't have any problem. So you are not that tough.
Welcome to the Fallen State. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you so much for being with me. Remember that the Fallen State is now on locals.com. So click the link in the description to support our work.
Yes. Speaking of, I just want to say this too real quick. We are also on Locals, guys. If you have not seen, again, I'm not trying to sell anything, but we are really trying to try something here. Why? Because as y'all know, there have been some people on YouTube who have been demonetized and who have received strikes for saying certain things that they weren't supposed to say, that they didn't know that they weren't supposed to say. So because of censorship, we're trying to make sure we build our community over on Locals. It will be amazing if you join us on Locals to help support our work as well. Okay, enough of that. Let's go.
I am honored to have Judge Joe Brown with me today. He is a former lawyer, judge, and TV personality who is currently running for mayor of Memphis, Tennessee.
What?
Judge, welcome to the show. Thank you again for coming on.
Judge is in the house.
The judge is in the house.
And so I have so much I want to ask.
Amazing.
First, I've been seeing you around for a long time, on your TV shows and in the media for a while. I want to know, are you a Christian or no?
Yeah, I got raised United Methodist. I've sort of drifted away. I haven't heard a preacher talk about sin in 30 years, so maybe when I hear somebody talk about that again, I'll pay attention to attendance.
That's right.
Otherwise, I'm not going in for somebody to have sin jumping around his pulpit and all out in his congregation, and he's saying nothing about it.
Do you believe that human beings are in a fallen state?
I have dealt so much with the worldly manifestations of whatever is going on that I leave those kind of things, those kind of ponderings to those who are supposed to know most about it.
What? In the years that you've
I'll
been...
say this. My paternal grandfather was with Kojic. He was one of Bishop Mason's first disciples, and he took Kojic to Kansas City from Memphis. I had an uncle who was an elder with Kojic. Both of them are now long gone, and I've got a few other preachers around in the family, so I kind of let them handle that side of things.
Yeah. Amazing. What have you realized about life? You've been around for a short time now, according to time, and you've done a lot, you've seen a lot. What have you learned about life that you didn't know until now?
How short it was.
How short life is?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
It's an eye blink. When you're starting out on it, it looks like you've got forever. And when you start getting up into it, you say, wow, that wasn't long at all. So it's all about what you do, not so much much what you say unless what you say is influential enough to really cause things to happen. It's dangerous being alive on the planet Earth. So how well you meet that danger with courage, bravery, integrity, ethics, morality, sense of purpose, and obligation, that's what determines what kind of person you are. Whether somebody will be glad you're gone or somebody will be sad you're gone, and whether people will remember you and what for.
Yeah.
So nobody has universal support. Nobody has universal condemnation. So what do you do? Who supports you? Who doesn't? Who are your enemies? Who are your friends? Not so much who you know, but what do you do to cause people to want to know you?
That's right. That makes sense. When you are growing up in childhood, teenager, 20s, 30s, and 40s, did you have another impression of life or what to expect or what was going to be like? Did you have another impression of what you have today?
No, I basically had the same thing. I had a family that was about duty, honor, obligation, responsibility, and accountability, both sides of it. My maternal grandfather was actually born before the Civil War in 1850. And he became a physician. Matter of fact, he had to leave a few states because he and some uncles, they wound up having to murder two deputy sheriffs who, shall we say, participated in or implemented a lynching of another uncle.
Wow. Wow, y'all heard that, right? His family members end up killing the deputy because that deputy was a crooked cop and was racist as hell and end up lynching one of their uncles, if I heard that correct. Man, this is getting good already.
I have a Choctaw grandmother who used to get on the family, and she said, "Oh, you colored folk, you like to frown." Said, "When we have a grievance, we take a scalp and nail it to the lodgepole and smile. You need to learn how to do that." Another grandfather, as I said, took Kojic back 1896 from Memphis to Kansas City, and it's all been about service. So that did not abate in the generation between those grandparents. And when I grew up and I got it pounded in my head, your obligation is to lead. Your obligation is to be out front when there's danger. You have to be prepared to handle it because it's your responsibility.
Right.